Joey Badass is back in the spotlight, but this time it's not just for his music. He's igniting a lyrical war that's got the streets buzzing. While the mainstream media hasn't really picked it up yet, real hip-hop fans are talking. Joey's aim is clear. He's throwing lyrical shots at the West Coast. And what's wild is that he's not doing it for clout. He's doing it for the culture. During a recent sit-down with VladTV, Tony Yayo, longtime G-Unit member and certified New York rap veteran, gave his thoughts on the brewing tension. But before they even got to Joey Badass, the conversation kicked off with a shout-out to Lloyd Banks, who just dropped a new album. Yayo seemed genuinely surprised that he wasn't featured on it. "I've been running around so much, I didn't even know he was dropping," Yayo admitted. Still, there was no bitterness, just support. "Cop it, you know what it is," he said, giving love to Banks for still doing what he does best: lyricism, wordplay, and consistency. The album even features Ghostface Killah and Styles P, two legends in their own right. Yayo gave props to both, especially the Ghostface track, even though he hinted at past friction. "Me and Ghostface don't really get along like that, but I'm over all beefs, man. It's been 20-something years," he said. That comment alone says a lot about the current mindset of some of the older generation in rap. The beefs of the past are fading out, but the lyrical competition? Still alive and well. One surprising feature on Banks' album was from TL, aka Top of the Line, a rapper from the 40 Projects, Yayo's old stomping grounds. That was surprising. "That was a good feature," Yayo said. "Clearly, the new generation is still getting chances to shine, even among vets." But back to Joey Badass. The moment his name came up, you could feel the energy shift. Joey isn't pulling punches. He's lyrically calling out the West Coast, and doing it in a way that's straight up raw. Yeah, Joey Badass basically declared war on the West Coast, lyrically, not physically, Yayo clarified. He's one of them artists who's big worldwide. He does shows in markets most rappers can't even get to. He's real dope. The interesting part is that this so-called war isn't getting a lot of press. No one's really covering it, but the streets are. That's where the buzz is. The word is spreading from barbershops to block corners, not through Instagram algorithms. And that's kind of refreshing. It's the culture talking, not a PR machine. Yayo compared Joey's worldwide appeal to someone like A$AP Rocky, another New Yorker who's gone global, with high-end brand deals and a massive international fan base. But Joey's different in that he's bringing that gritty, underground New York sound back to the forefront. He went crazy in that cipher with Ab-Soul and Big Sean, Yayo said, clearly impressed. There's also respect on Yayo's end for what TD is doing. "I got love for TD, man. They can rap over there," he said, shouting out Daylyt and Ray Vaughn in particular. But he didn't shy away from saying that right now Joey is on a tear. "Joey's going crazy," he emphasized. The topic of Daylyt came up specifically because Joey name-dropped him in a bar, referring to an old VladTV interview where Daylyt made some bizarre comments. Joey flipped it into a clever diss, rapping, "Nothing you can say take away the SUS stuff you said on Vlad/I'ma get on your ass, but you might like that." Even Yayo had to laugh. "That was crazy," he said. "It's the kind of witty but hard-hitting line that real hip-hop heads love, clever, personal, and with just the right amount of venom." Vlad acknowledged Daylyt's lyrical abilities in battle rap, saying, "Daylyt do some crazy stuff in his battles, but you can't take away that he can rap." And Yayo agreed, admitting he watched his battles back in the day and knows the skill is real. Ray Vaughn got a nod too, with both Vlad and Yayo acknowledging his bars. "Ray Vaughn could spit too," Yayo said. "But Joey right now. Joey's on fire." What sets Joey apart right now is his beat selection and his hunger. He's rapping like someone with something to prove, like someone who doesn't care about playing it safe. He's spitting on some New York grimy, just don't give a, Yayo said. And that's exactly what the culture wants to hear. Not some watered-down, TikTok-ready melodies. Real bars, real beef, real energy. And to be clear, this isn't a violent beef. It's all lyrical. It's all about skill. It's about reminding people that the East Coast still has some of the best MCs on the planet. And Joey's stepping up to carry that flag. There was also a brief moment of nostalgia in the interview, when Vlad mentioned that the first time anyone ever said VladTV on camera was actually Lloyd Banks and Tony Yayo. That history is deep. Even though Yayo and Banks might not be on the best of terms right now, the respect is still there. If he wants to talk to me about it, he has an open table, Yayo said, suggesting he's not holding any grudges. The conversation ended on a lighter note, with Yayo joking about wanting to run some commercials for his upcoming podcast on VladTV. Vlad laughed and said he's got him. That's why it's good to have friends, Yayo said, smiling. So here we are, Lloyd Banks still dropping heat, Joey Badass turning up the pressure, and the East Coast sound making a gritty comeback. Whether the mainstream tunes in or not, the underground knows what's going on. And right now, it's Joey Badass who's holding the torch, spitting with venom, name-dropping legends, and daring the West Coast to respond. And honestly, hip-hop needs this. Not violence, not clout chasing, but real lyrical wars. Friendly fire from artists who still believe that bars matter more than clicks. Joey's leading the charge, and the rest of us are just trying to keep up.